minutes, 2 more halves, 1 more game. That's all that's left in the 2026 Red River Athletic Conference Basketball Tournament. Hello, everybody. Jared Jones, soon to be joined by my colleague Nathan Martin, back at the LeBoard Earls Coliseum in Alexandria, Louisiana. It's an all LSU System School matchup for all the marbles in the men's championship. LSU Shreveport took the opening in the women's and looking to continue that streak here this afternoon. It's the Pilots of LSUS taking on the Generals of LSU Alexandria. One more time for everything in the conference. LSU Shreveport, of course, the top seed, already taking the regular season crown. LSU Alexandria, the 2 seed. So once again, another 1 versus 2 matchup. Head coach Kyle Blankenship in his 12th season at LSU Shreveport, his second not coaching both men's and women's. I spoke with him before this game. I asked him one simple question. Do you got one more left in you? He said, yes, I do. So we will find out. His opponent, head coach DeMario Jackson, in his 3rd season, taking on the Generals of LSU Alexandria, defeating both Xavier as well as Jarvis Christian back at the dock to get to this point. Now with a championship on the line, a chance to play spoiler. NAI Hoops Report, our good friends over on their social media platforms, have put LSU Alexandria as a bubble team, needing a win here to go in and solidify a spot. But if any 5 teams were to get in, LSU Alexandria, as well as the team they beat in the semifinal in the Gold Rush of Xavier, the 2 teams to take that spot. Starting lineups are being announced. We'll announce them in a short break. Back in 30 seconds with tip-off and more from the ASM family of platforms. This is the 2026 Red River Athletic Conference Tournament Men's Championship game. Starting lineups being introduced courtside here at the LeBoard Earls Coliseum. Initially started construction or built back in 1965. Maximum capacity in terms of basketball for about 8,900. That capacity almost slashed in half with some of the bleachers being taken aback for this event. The first Red River Athletic Conference tourney not held in Texas within this very venue in 2017. Previously before that, a long storied history in Longview, right across the border on the campus of LeTourneau University. And now a new chapter is ready to be written in RRAC lore. Let's go ahead and introduce our starting lineups, brought to you by the 4 Points Hotel right down the street here in Alexandria. For head coach Kyle Blankenship's LSUS Pilots, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Our broadcaster's wet dream, rather, is Alexander Johnson, or AJ as we'll call him. Kyle Wallace at the pivot spot. Marion McDonald, as well as the Conference Player of the Year, Hayden Brendingham out of Dallas, Texas. And Devontae Austin, the 1 out of Monroe, Louisiana, rounding out the 5. 4, Coach DeMario Jackson and the LSUA Generals. The man, the myth, the legend, who will forever be in LSUA lore, E.J. McQuillan, is out there with Bryce Journey. Jordan DeQueer, the LSUS transfer, is out there with T.J. James. And the forever athletic, the Alexandria Kangaroo, Caleb Pouncey, rounding out the forwards. We're set to go. LSUS, of course, the designated home team, and they're all white tops and bottoms, same as last night. That purple and gold granite design along the sides with a thin purple piping. LSU, as well as in numerals, in christened in purple with a thin golden trim. Bolognese on the left side of the chest in gold with a purple trim. LSU Alexandria in their classic purple tops and bottoms with a gold and white piping. LSUA in the general style A in gold with a white trim. Same styling for the numerals and the Under Armour logo. And christened across the right upper side of the chest. LSUA, one of the few teams in the tournament, I believe might be the only team in the tournament where every single player has matching shoes. Gotta love little details like that. It's going to be Wallace as well as Pouncey. We'll jump the basketball off. Officials give final confirmation to the table. We will recognize our officials as we always do in a brief moment. Of course, our broadcast team, myself, Jared Jones, Nathan Martin, and Justin Jackson, our camera operator and executive producer. We're up and away. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say possession will go to LSU Shreveport. So one of the most unconventional jump balls I think I've ever seen.
Had my head down when they did it, but I'll take your definition. So a little change in the starting lineup for LSUA. They're starting Bryce Jornay instead of Kerry Haynes.
Wonder if we might be able to get an explanation as to why. As Austin turnaround, that won't go. Put on a three-point masterclass in the semifinal as Brittingham leaps onto the basketball, is tied up with DeQueer. Arrow is going in favor of LSU Alexandria. Yeah, officials talking over something. I don't know what they were discussing. And now, as Hayden Brittingham getting a quick word from his head coach, Kyle Blankenship, saying these officials are no joke, and understandably so. Speaking of our officials, we'll get to them in a minute after DeQueer's runner is cut short. Drawing the foul is going to be A.J. Johnson out of New Orleans, Louisiana. Jordan DeQueer, the former pilot himself, won a conference championship at Shreveport. Gets called for the blocking foul. I thought he was on the way up. Our officials today: Brent Simmons, Damian Richard, as well as Derek Ward, are three officials for this game. We want to always thank and recognize our officials, as even though we give them a lot of flack for their frequent reviews, we got to have them. They're pretty important.
Definitely appreciate the professionalism they bring to the game and their intentionality with it. Oh, whoa.
High pass, and somehow hauled in by Austin, who uncorks a three. That won't go. Ball was tipped by Jornay, but it is eventually still in the hands of LSUA with E.J. McQuillan now going left to right on your respective device. Runner, it's good. Straight nylon. That's a tough floater to get on the board, and the general will strike first.
That was a sweet play. Very hard, as you say, to float it like that under such pressure.
Well, that's E.J. McQuillan for you. The man seemingly floats in the air. Speaking of floating in the air, Austin, that won't go. Slapping it against the backboard to himself as Pouncey as he mans the break. Doesn't have numbers. It's 2-on-3 as DeQueer. Smart pass. Redirects it. Close side. Handoff. Pouncey to McQuillan. C.J. James also out there. DeQueer uncorks the three from the corner. Too much on it. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Alexandria. It'll be Shreveport ball. As that ball, well, there's no one sitting over there, so he can't add him to the list.
Nobody's kneecap on that shot.
On the dribble drive is Austin, who swings it to A.J. A.J. hop steps into the key. Now back to Austin. Brittingham short corner with 15 to shoot, and Wallace got tripped up. Possible was going for a lob, and it looks like that might be McQuillan, the guilty party. No, that's going to be Pouncey, the humble Texas former Kilgore Ranger. A Region 14 product gets his first foul.
Second, I have two team. Well, they say that's the first team foul.
His first personal. Excuse me. I don't know how English works. I arguably never did. As we approach the 2-minute mark in this first half of play, it's only 2-zip. Hope nobody bet the over. There's already a substitution pending for head coach DeMario Jackson and his company. With it is Austin. Bumps once, bumps twice, runs up, rises. That won't go. Too much on it. Thought that shot was about to get blocked, but he somehow was able to get a shot off. And although it falls arid. James hands it to McQuillan. Now back to Pouncey, top of the key. Pouncey on a Wallace. This should be a fun matchup to watch. Can't get that runner to fall. We'll get the land to fall right down the center of the key. Brittingham somehow lobs it to himself and finishes.
He lost the handle, went up for the jump, grabbed the ball in the air, and laid it up and in. That was athleticism and excellence.
Do we give him an assist for that?
I think he has an assist himself. He passed it to himself. But he caught it in the air, no extra steps.
Loose ball foul is going to be called on the screen. Wallace wanted a illegal screen. That'll be Devontae Austin, the Lee College transfer, another Region 14 product, will be called for the foul. Checking in for the first time is going to be Courtney McCarthy, checking in exchange for Pouncey. So athleticism for athleticism. That's what we're going to see a lot from both teams from these substitutions.
And McCarthy will shoot it from outside.
He sure will. A great ability to stretch the floor. McCarthy shooting 35.5% from downtown this season. McQuillan comes off of the down screen, kills his dribble. James head fakes, gets it back to McQuillan. McQuillan, runner again, that nice little floater that he loves to do. It's short, rebounded by Wallace, who gives it up on the close side to A.J. Johnson, hesitation, has to clear on him. That's Wallace, rises, and a tough layup. What a finish.
Nice finger roll there as he reversed his hand underneath it and just laid it up and in.
A little bit of English and a disgusting take. Well, it is James. Got bringing him on him. That's a tough customer. Now hands it to DeQueer. DeQueer with 16 minutes, 40 seconds left. Head fake. Down low, looking. Eventually reset back out to DeQueer with 9 to shoot. DeQueer pulls up from the elbow. Rattles in and out. Heartbreak, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. As Johnson, yet to get on the board, draws the foul. Going to be charged against Journay. The Tulsa Oklahoman will pick up his first. He will check out in exchange for P.D. McCraney.
PD from the northeastern point of the state of Louisiana up in Newellton, a small town. I don't even think they have a flashing light. But he made a name for himself up there and making a name here at LSUA.
It's Brittingham. Tough layup, can't get it to fall. Do they at least have a stop sign?
I think there is a 4-way stop.
Okay, there we go.
Off the beaten path.
Well, some of those towns, whether it be Louisiana, Texas, or anywhere, have some of the best talent.
Well, there's not a whole lot to do. So you play ball all the time.
Got to be pretty good just to keep you busy. As DeQueer, rat pass under the basket to James. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Shreveport ball. Coach Jackson not happy at all.
Yeah, he felt like it went off of a Shreveport player on the floor, but referee called it the other way. Tight game early on. I mean, like you said earlier, if you were looking for an over-under, this is definitely under.
I mean, what do you expect? Two teams, a lot of animosity, a lot of competitive spirit with all 10 guys on the floor, including some former players. As Brittingham falls.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that ankle is, he's in severe pain. And this is the man we said is much man.
As he gets treated to, we'll give our sponsor the chance at a message. So if you thought he was going to check out, you're wrong.
What did we say about him yesterday? Much man.
That's a grown dude right there. That is a grown man. Even had a couple of jokes about him with him after the game before this one. Asked him about where the older complexion from. He says, "Hey man, I've been through a lot. Basketball is his safe haven. It's his way to get away from the world, and that's an echo sentiment that so many players share." And an opportunity like this to put some goal along with it. There's a double team by the previously aforementioned Brittingham, and now Austin coming along. Turnovers assessed to LSUA. It will be Shreveport ball.
But I'm watching Brittingham. He's walking with a little bit of a limp.
He's wincing. You can obviously see he's still in pain. The question is, how much more will he be able to take? He gets the zoom pass, short corner. Well, elbow that is. As Johnson throws the ball straight up into the air. Brittingham tried to come down with it. It's contested, still contested. Brittingham's on the floor. Somehow Johnson comes up with it. Behind the back, pass it, a two-hand slam to boot. What a play for the Pilots.
A.J. Johnson gets the assist with the behind-the-back pass. Beautifully executed. Street ball at its finest.
Man, I need a wet wipe. That's nasty, dude. Good night. How about that for the 6th point of the game? That's something you'd expect when everything is about 20-20 or so. Step back. That's a nasty step back. Disgusting. On the 12-footer. McCarthy with the McCraney assist. Gets this thing back to within a single possession. Here's Johnson after the nice dish to Wallace on the previous play. Brittingham sets the down screen, and now the reverse. Looking for Wallace on the lob. Didn't get it, but it's right into the hands of McQuillan. McQuillan wide open. Two-hand slam on the other end. Coast to coast after the steal.
A little payback for the slam the other side.
Oh, yeah.
All tied up at 6.
This is what I like to see. Give me some dunks early.
That's right. And real competitive ball. Nobody running away with it at all.
After 2 slams. Seems like everybody's full and woken up now as Wallace gets tied up after the post-up. Got double team. That foul will be against McCraney. His first. as we get inside of our first immediate timeout. It's been a fun one. We've seen dunks. We've seen nice feeds. We've seen it all. What do you expect from a championship? Back after this on ASN TV.
Tucked in? Okay. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs, and a little toy house, and a young mouse, and a comb and a brush, and a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon. Sheridan, part of Marriott Bonvoy.
13:43 left to go in the first half. It's been a fun one early on, but right now the main story for LSU Shreveport is the ankle of Hayden Brittingham. Went down with it. Almost seemed like it was non-contact. It was simply just off of the catch, and that's what it looked like, at least to me.
Yeah, no, I didn't see any contact at all just in that moment. And that becomes the question, is there a weakness there? Because we saw him limping for a while after that. No, I wish nothing for him at all, but good. I mean, he's an incredible player. But if that's a weakness that gets exploited later in the game, that could hurt the Pilots.
It sure can. Brittingham, of course, the Conference Player of the Year, front runner for tournament MVP with his play. Averaging 18, 9, and 3 on the season. As we approach 13 and a half left, and a tough finish on the runner by McDonald. It's good. So the deadlock has been broken again. 8-6, DeQueer downhill, gets deflected, and LSU photographer under the basket got out of the way right on time after the McDonald poke.
McDonald poked that one out in a hurry. Clean though, absolutely no hand at all.
Turned the corner almost like a motorcycle. They're trying to get open, and they eventually do. They mean McCarthy on the catch. On the drive, and that's swatted away by Brittingham. Ankle seems to be okay now. Jump pass to Austin. Head fakes and crosses. Baseline, spins, keeps his footing. It's Wallace. Wallace steps up, fires from the elbow. That's good. Straight nylon for the big fella.
Coach Blank didn't want him to take the shot, and then when he made it, he's like, okay.
That's a much higher percentage shot, I think it's fair to say, for Wallace. Pull-up jumpers, making a high percentage, 100% bueno from McCarthy, right in front of us.
Back to a 1-point game.
LSU, they're not straying away from this challenge at all.
Not scared. They've lost twice this year to the Pilots, but they believe that they're good enough to take them on in the championship.
It's always hard to beat a team once, let alone 3 times. It's a pull-up jumper from A.J. That won't go. Rebound is contested, and it's a loose ball foul that'll be called against Wallace. T.J. James came down with it. A little bit too much contact. 2 subs now. Pouncey and Journay will both check back in for LSU in exchange for DeQueer and James.
Haven't seen yesterday's starter, Kyrie, at all. Not sure exactly what's happened there. Kyrie Haynes, number 30.
Hayes, even though he's 5'8", you saw it loud and clear yesterday. The size doesn't really matter. It's his ability to facilitate that makes him so valuable. As a foul is called on the shot.
Pouncey was trying to get the putback, but A.J. Johnson's going to get his second personal.
That's important. As it looks like a sub is going to come in for him. And a freshman that I know both of us are very surprised with how he played in the semifinal, Nico Jones, looking to get his first action today.
Man, we called his name a lot more than I thought we would.
First free throw was good from Pouncey. We're knotted up once again. It's 10-all. As A.J. checks out and Jones checks in. I'm telling you, Nathan, something about that last name just brings out the greatness in people.
Thank you, Mr. Jared Jones.
Wonder we gave that away. Second free throw is good, and LSU taking their first lead. Brittingham still out there notably. But you can still see he's favoring that ankle. Here's Nico, corner 3, no good. Rebound is almost swatted down by Wallace, but scaling him away is Pouncey. Pouncey's done a great job trying to keep the big fella contained so far.
Pouncey's got 5 boards, leading all players.
He's going to need to continue to be as stellar as he has been. Tough runner off the window, no good. Jones with the rebound, got bumped, but still keeps possession as Journey tried to contest it. Well, 11:41. It's Brittingham looking, kills his dribble, eventually hands it back to Jones. Brittingham posts up, he's demanding it. Gets the ball, has Jones on the cut, into the corner, open McDonald for three. Won't go, rebound by Pouncey again. One thing I love about Pouncey's game, not just his athleticism, but his knack for being around the ball on both sides, offense and defensive. And his rebounding prowess is just unmatched. It's almost like you can see him watch the ball spin and know exactly where to be. Great head fake by McQuillan. Catches it back. 8 to shoot as we hit 11 minutes. The runner almost got the end one slit, but still kept his footing, had enough bounce to shoot. He will head to the line to shoot two. Foul is going to be charged against Devontae Austin. That's a big one. That's his second.
I like that. If you're an LSUA fan, you like the ball in the hands of E.J. McQuillan any chance you can get.
He's going to have to be pivotal on both sides of the ball.
Oh,
that first free throw missed.
Didn't he? No, he got it.
Oh, he did?
It's off to the third bounce. The guy walked in front of you. It looked like it was bouncing out, and he made it.
It was halfway to.
It was.
It probably could have been seen on a air flight radar or something. Maybe the Air Force Base might have saw it.
It bounced high, and the guy walked right in front of you. I was shocked to see it bounce twice, and the third time it went down in.
Second free throw was good.
No question about that one.
Perfect trip by McQuillan. Back to a 2-point game. The largest lead that LSU Shreveport has enjoyed was only 4. And they're looking at a 2-minute scoreless run that might continue. Ball gets poked out by the previously aforementioned Hayes, who's finally back in the game. Zanes controls it right in front of us as he crosses the timeline. Looking for the Pouncey screen. Screen gets froze. Open three. No good. Almost out. And McCranian was going to get the shooter's roll. But Brittingham comes down with it. And you can still see, Nathan, he's still favoring that ankle.
No doubt about it. He may play it through and he'll loosen back up as he keeps motion on it. But second half may be an interesting perspective for him.
James Johnson checking in moments ago. First and second opportunity, no good with a third by guess who? Hayden Brittingham yet again. Gets this thing back down to 1 with 10 minutes left to go in the first half.
He was wearing a Team Hayden shirt, hashtag Team Hayden in his warm-ups. Maybe a little name, image, and likeness thing going on.
I think a lot of the guys had shirts with their social media tags or their social media usernames. That's something cool. That's a strong shot with Wallace draped over him. B.D. McCraney. Tough shot.
And the largest lead for the Generals, 5 points, or 3 points. Yeah,
he's doing right, 3 points. There you go. You know how to read better than I do. Nico Jones responds. And Kine, slap three. It's good.
I'll see your lead and tie you. Wow.
Nico Jones on the box fast. He's 1 for 2 from downtown. And already has a rebound in 3 minutes of action. It's Pouncey with it. Nice McQuillan. McQuillan to respond. No good. Strong rebounded by Johnson. Coach Blanket should have wanted a foul, but he ain't going to get it. As McDonald stepped back, thought he was going to fire a three. That would have been something to see if he shot that. Johnson, dump off pass, runner, and it's a foul that's going to get called on Journey. And Coach Jackson not happy.
Let's go.
As we take another look. Oh, I'm not 100% sure, and it looks like it's a little bit of blood on the floor as well. As they take a look at it, we'll do the same. There's a dump off pass from Johnson.
Ooh, that looked like clean ball at the top.
Looked like it. Got him. And also one thing you have to look at too is that inside. Well, in this case, it would be the inside hand of Journey as well. Because you see right here, you see his arm go down. The tape kind of gives him away. So maybe the official, the backside official might have saw that it was contact on his back. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
He's literally right there, so he would have seen what we can't from that side. I don't know if his hand was on his shoulder. Clean ball with the right.
Well, since the officials aren't going to view it, I guess we will.
I mean, the hand went straight up. He called it before they even hit the ground.
Maybe we'll even further contact on the hand as well. But looking on the follow through. As we see here, looks like right there. Don't know if it was contact right below the rim. Does he have ball there, or does he have his hand? Because, again, the hand is part of the ball. So if he gets his hand, not a foul. But if he gets below it at the wrist, then that is a shooting foul. I don't know. That's a...
Coach Jackson didn't call for a review.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate that.
They just did it for you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Certainly a shooting situation.
That's for sure, with 8:53 left. It'll be Wallace. He'll head to the line to shoot two, shooting 55% from the line this year. A three-time Conference Defensive Player of the Week. First shot is good for the big fella. And LSUS takes the lead right on back. Now, while we have a brief moment, I'm going to shout out a man that I don't think has hardly sat down for longer than 10 minutes. He's sitting right next to us now across the way. It's AD at LSU's Alexandria, Tyler Unsicker. I thank him for everything he's done to help make this tournament as successful as it has been here at the Memorial Coliseum.
Got his sons with him here today as well, and they're all working.
Easy labor. As it's stolen away by Brittingham. Brittingham's going to be wide open, and a two-hand slam.
And he chest bumps the ball.
I think that ankle
seems like it's okay.
Starting to get better. And for LSU, you're thinking, my word, why can't he at least be 75%? Brittingham with that bucket. That gives him 6. He 3 for 4 from the field. Tough pull-up jumper. Almost snatched away, but a great offensive rebound to hawk it down. To Queer for 3. That won't go either. Pouncey got a hand on it. Hits it back out as Haynes comes back with it. Blankenship wanting a backcourt violation. Pull-up jumper. That's good. Straight nylon once again by P.D. McCraney for 3. Back tied up at 18 a pop. A picture-perfect possession for LSU Alexandria, keeping it alive on 4 different occasions.
It almost feels like this is going to be a battle of 2 sluggers, heavyweight, and whoever gets the last punch in the last minute of the 15th round.
That's what it's looking like for sure, as Haynes hounding Jones. The 2 underclassmen. Great head fake by Johnson. Johnson rises up, can't get the shooter's roll, but he does draw the foul.
Pouncey.
Yep, that could be bad news. That's 2 quick ones on him.
Caleb had 4 fouls yesterday, and he's got 2 already with 7.5 to go in the first half.
As James Johnson hits the charity stripe. First shot is good. One thing about the bigs for both teams that you have to admire, and you mentioned this during our first semifinal game, the forwards are really good at shooting free throws.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when you have that type of shooter, you expect that from a guard, but to have the forwards be that consistent, it just makes you dominant.
Second free throw from Johnson. It's good.
Great form.
No broadcaster's jinx here, at least in this instance. After the 8 free throws, McQuillan guarded by the freshman. McQuillan, 2 tween dribbles, adds a third. Runner again. Tough shot won't go, but a follow-up, and it's good. Great hand by McCarthy. And a 30-second timeout is going to be taken by Coach Kyle Blankenship, as once again, we are all tied up. And that's a timeout from Coach Mario Jackson. Excuse me. Still a 30. Back after this. After the timeout, it's 20-all, 7 minutes left in this first half of play. It has been, as my colleague Nathan Martin described, a battle of 2 heavyweights. Everybody throwing absolute haymakers. Johnson turns, dump off to Wallace. Wallace takes the head fake, and it's good through the contact and one. He'll head to the line.
Talib Ferret in the game gets his first personal. He's not even been on the court 30 seconds and already picks up one. He was in position, but he did not keep his feet set, so going into the air, you'll get called for that every time.
One thing about Wallace that's so underrated about his game, we know how athletic he is, so you have to think about that verticality that he possesses. And you see a lot of it in pouncing, which is why I think that's going to be the most fun matchup to watch. Turn them individually. McQuillan, a nice hesitation fake around the horn. Top of the key, wide open is McCraney. Does he have another? No, he doesn't. Strong rebound scrubbed by the previously aforementioned Wallace, who finds McDonald on the outside, who mans the break. Nico Jones to his right, bringing him in the middle. Picks it up, kills his dribble, and finds Nico on the wraparound again. Jones, head fake. Double clutches, won't go. Rebound somehow at the bottom of the pile is Ferret. McQuillan, one bump, open, three ball. High shot won't go by McCraney, but he catches it back after the offensive board. McQuillan will try a three. That won't go either, and finally Johnson puts it into the possession. The offensive rebounding for LSU Alexandria, I feel, has been the main catalyst as to how they've been able to stay in this thing. 5 for the Generals, 2 for the Pilots. Down screen, set by Johnson. On the rub, gets it to Wallace. Tried to throw the lob, but the pass was a little bit short. However, it is a foul on the pass against McCarthy. That's McCarthy's second. And LSU Alexandria over the limit on fouls as Jordan DeQueer checks back in. And oh boy, it looks like McCraney is favoring that left thumb as he comes to the bench.
Not good. He's a good outside shooter. Not afraid to take the shot, so that hand injury may take him out of the game for a little while.
We've already seen how great of a shooter he is. I mean, looking at the numbers, he's already put up 6 threes, and he's knocked down 2 of them in 11 minutes of play. So definitely want him back on the court whenever you can. Free throw is good. On the front half of the 1-and-1, so we'll have one more.
Tell Hayden come over the top. Hayden!
As we hear Coach Kyle Blankenship giving his marching orders.
He's close enough to join us in the broadcast.
Let's try something. Coach Blankenship, something to say? No? All right, as he walks away. Worth the try.
Javon Smith's going to check in for LSUA for Jordan DeQueer. We also have, Jordan DeQueer also checking in, McCarthy and Craney out.
Second free throw is good. So a perfect trip, converting the 1-and-1 opportunity, 24-20. With us, the previously aforementioned Smith, one of the 90,000 guards that Coach Jackson has on a roster. And on the catch is James, who slashes through. Would have been wide open, but McDonald got a hand on him. And with that, McDonald picks up his first foul.
Coach DeMario Jackson was coaching down at Port Allen High School when he was recruited to come into the storied LSUA program. And he brought 3 players with him from Port Allen, and they've all been great producers. Good eye for talent. Likes to go to those small schools.
Again, those small towns, those small schools can produce some of the best athletes. That first free throw is good from James as Austin checks in for Nico Jones. Very respectable minutes on that 7-minute stint. Finished with 3 points as well as a board. Of course, that 3 at the midway point of the half. As James exhales, slide bend of the knee and fires. That won't go. Rebound is hauled in by McDonald. Bit of a Twin Towers lineup for LSU Shreveport with both Wallace as well as Johnson on the floor. Speaking of Wallace, he turns, he spins, hangs into the air. Tough shot, can't get it to fall. Coach Blankenship not happy at all with the shot selection, and I can understand why. That's a tough shot.
Well, the man-on-man is making it a little bit tougher to get open quickly.
Great help side defense being played by LSUA to try to limit the size and athleticism of this LSUS front court. Jump pass, it's caught. Back in bounds and looking at Smith. Smith with 9 to shoot. Pull-up jumper for Ferret. That's good. Straight money. Catches a hit, 2 while he's at it. Once again, tied up. How many times have we said that? My goodness.
There's 7 ties in this contest.
7. My word. Pull-up jumper for Johnson, and that's good. Leaning, seemed to be a little off balance. Finds a way to knock it down, and yet another lead change. After that jumper, reach foul will be called on Shreveport. The foul starting to pile up for both ball clubs now. It'll be against Wallace. That's the big fella's second. So now is AJ as well as Wallace. As we have our final media timeout of the half, and we'll take it with them. Back after this, the men's championship. It's been a fun one. Our expectations so far have been met. 4:15 left to go in the half. Back after this on ASN TV.
Oh, I miss you too, bud. You ready to read? Okay. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs and 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens and a little toy house and a young mouse and a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush and a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, bears. Good night, clocks. Good night, socks. Good night, little house. And good night, mouse. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. Good night, quiet old lady who was whispering, hush.
Sheridan, part of Marriott Bonvoy.
4:15 left to go. As LSU Alexandria looking to defend home court, even though they're the designated away team, you won't be able to tell if you listen to crowd here at the LaBorde Earls Coliseum. It's been pretty Generals heavy. Well, the 1-1 coming up at the line is going to be Talib Ferret. Switch time at University of Auburn at Montgomery. Front end of the 1-1 is missed.
He just hit the 3, and then he missed the free throw. That's all right. It happens.
It does happen, for sure, especially if you're LSU Shreveport. Even after that dominating win at Texarkana, as Johnson goes the other way on the lay-in. We've seen a lot of bad free throw performances in this tournament, but it really hasn't mattered depending on who shoots them.
Right.
Ball goes out of bounds.
Both teams are 5 and 7 from the charity stripe. I mean, a lot of parity here.
How many times do you even see something like that?
Yeah, not very often.
3 minutes, 45 seconds. Taking caution of the win is running at Smith.
And he just drew that foul. He went up. I don't think he was going to make it. He didn't think he was going to make it. Off balance enough, he was able to draw it. Foul's going to be on J.J. Johnson, his first.
You know, when you throw caution to the wind, why not?
If you're willing to sacrifice your body.
Quite literally throwing himself. First free throw is good. Second free throw is good. 28-26, 3:41 left to go in this first half. Get it down low to Brittingham. He's been relatively quiet. As turnaround Johnson, that's a tough bucket.
Now they Brittingham's second assist.
And that's one way that Brittingham has caused so many teams problems this season. His ability to distribute the basketball, especially at his size. Tough jumper. That one, nobody home for Smith as it sails out of bounds.
So P.D. McCraney is going to come in. Also, Johnny DeWalt in for the first time. Johnny, 6'10", senior out of Livingston, Texas. Going to make his way on the floor. His first opportunity to get any minutes at all. And they'll check in for Talib Ferret and Javon Smith. 4-point game. It's the largest lead that LSUS has had. They've had that several times. If they score here, it'll be their biggest lead. Back iron over the backboard, out of bounds. So shot missed by McDonald.
It's with it only being a 4-point game, as rough and tumble as this game has been, LSU Shreveport is not out of the woods yet. Nowhere near out of the woods yet. Pull-up jumper. Nobody home for McQuillan, and we're still waiting for that offensive explosion for McQuillan, as we've seen pretty much all season long. Johnson doubles back, can't get it to fall. Tough rebound by Johnny DeWalt, who had Brittingham. His kneecap was going almost right against his shoulder blade, and still was able to keep his balance and haul that thing in. Ball screen for McCraney, who had a 3-point barrage earlier in the half. Now hands it back to McQuillan. Pulls up, fires for three. No good. Ball gets deflected to Queer, the bottom of the pile. Also tied up with Nico Jones. Ball goes to the LSU West bench, and it'll be Pilot's ball.
Oh, you hear that? Hayden, they're trying to get him to come to the bench. He said, no, we good. He will not go sit down.
Listen, all I'm saying is, Nathan, if he tells me he's not going to the bench, I don't care if I'm a coach or not. I'm not taking him off.
I'm not man enough to go up against him. He's been on the floor the entire first half.
The man is an absolute machine. Inside at 2 minutes. Well, it is Austin. Austin looking to Johnson. Pulls up, fakes, and it's kiss off the glass, and it's an easy 2.
And the largest lead of the contest at 32-26.
LSU Shreveport trying to pull away. Once again, as we know firsthand, both of us know, and an offensive foul maybe.
This one called it block. That one. And TJ wants it to count.
Uh-oh. Mr. Martin, I know what this means.
Okay. We're still hearing this, right?
Yep. Review time, as we'll take another look. As now we've seen it in full speed.
Play, good time play.
Brazil, oh boy. Johnson looked pretty set.
Sure did.
Thank you.
One shot, he said. I'm stunned. He saw something we didn't see.
They called a foul on Brittingham.
Okay, so the foul on Brittingham was before the supposed charge. Had to have been.
I'll tell you what, I'm stunned.
Because it wasn't Brittingham that took the charge. It was another.
No, it was Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I won't say too much about it, because I like to stay partial. Love all of our officials. First, the and one free throw is good. Now that's a big free throw.
Cuts it to a one-possession game.
Sure does. That is a massive call. Keeping the Generals within striking distance. Well, just a touch of basketball left to play in the half.
Stolen. Jordan DeQueer got it.
DeQueer peeling his former school, the runner. McQuillan is Brittingham absolutely slamming it.
Both of them. Brittingham goes all the way into the barricade at the end of the court. E.J. McQuillan goes down hard.
He's slow to get up, and as he gets tended to, we'll give our sponsors a chance at a message. As suspected, that previous play, of course, under review. The main question is, not only is it a clean block, but was there enough contact to warrant a possible flagrant? They took a look. We see Pregame at the top of the key.
I think I've seen enough. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
.109. I don't know what they're going to do. We thought they were going to come back and let us know. We would appreciate if they did, but I guess we can all have nice things. We take a look at it one more time and slow it down.
I guess there's just no change from what they call the floor is.
And he's looking at the elevation. We'll go frame by frame. That looks like just a clean block, at least from my perspective. So yeah, it'll simply just be out of bounds and a block for Pregame. That's not even a block. That's a volleyball spike. Shot won't go. Shreveport on the break. And McDonald doesn't have numbers. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and eventually draws the foul.
So Jordan DeQueer is going to pick up his first, right?
I think that's what I heard. They called it on DeQueer. That's his first. As McDonald will head of the line to shoot two. Well, shoot 1 and 1. Not at 2 shots yet. That first shot is good. Only one more foul until the second penalty.
They made the free throw. Then there was a. Is there a technical?
Hopefully, we're going to get an explanation from somebody. We didn't get an explanation on the last call. One of the officials.
Talib Ferret gets called for a foul. That's his second. It's not listed as a technical foul.
Right. That's the.
Coach Mario Jackson not liking that. Wow, wow, wow is the call. Referee trying to approach him and explain, and conversation continues animatedly.
Because if it was a loose ball foul, then sure, that would be if there was any movement, any extra movement on a free throw. But the question is, why was that technical free throw shot? There's pushing and shoving all the time, but at the end of the day, every technical is almost always reviewed for the sake of it, being upgraded to a flagrant. As Pregame knocks down both free throws. Again, as you mentioned, Nathan, the official book, it's not showing as a technical foul. As a reach foul is on the way through on the drive from McQuillan. Foul is going to be charged to Devontae Austin. That's Austin's third. So fair to say he might be checking out in a little bit, or maybe not. Only 47 seconds left. I doubt he can get a foul this quickly.
Oh.
First free throw was no good from McQuillan. How many times have you said that this year?
I have not. 83.3% free throw shooter. I've not said that hardly at all.
Leads the conference in free throw percentage for those who have shot at least 10 free throws.
Some conversation, referees kind of explaining the rules of the rebounds.
Second free throw is good, though, from McQuillan, as he won't leave empty. It's only a 6-point game. Downhill, hop step, turning, fading. No, it's a pass from AJ to Jones on the wing. That won't go for 3. Battling for it was Pregame and company. It's out of bounds. James is saying that he got pushed. Well, let's take a look, shall we? Oh, I'm not 100% sure how the timeouts get called, and we'll take it with them. Back after this, 36-30, with 33 seconds left to go in the first half of play. 33 seconds left to go in the first half of play. And what has been, it's been a pretty rough back half of this first half. Jared Jones, Nathan Martin, last game of the tourney. LSU Shreveport women won the women's championship about 30 minutes or so ago. The LSU Shreveport men looking to respond in kind with a championship win of their own. But it hasn't been an easy one. 10 to shoot. Pull up McDonald. That's good. I'm loving it from downtown. A massive three. 17 seconds when the lead is now eclipsed to 9. With it is McQuillan. Shot clock turned off to DeQueer. 10 seconds. Downhill. DeQueer drives. That one short as he slides about from the C in Coliseum to the S.
Trahan's going to pick up his first. And my recollection is there's 5 timeouts per game. They've used 4. So I think I'm right. We'll check during the halftime, which is 7.1 seconds away in basketball time. Maybe 30 minutes from now.
That might be tomorrow. We might be here until Tuesday. Free throw from DeQueer is good. DeQueer out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, averaging 15, 3, and 2 assists a game this year. One of the better facilitators in the RRAC. That's DeQueer. Second free throw is good. So 7 seconds to go. Plenty of time to get a decent shot off. It's Jones. Trahan moves out of the overload. With it is Johnson. Johnson steps back and fires. That one well off to the right. And that is how we head to the break. Our score, and what's been a fun one, 39-32. Coach Carl Blankenship and company heads to the locker room pretty irate. We'll take a look at some stats and the highlights from half number 1 and get you ready for the last 20 minutes of the tournament. Back after this from the ASM family of platforms. This is the 2026 Red River Athletic Conference Tournament.
You all tucked in? Okay. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs. And a little toy house. And a young mouse. And a comb and a brush. And a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon.
Sheridan, part of Marriott Bonvoy.
Okay. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs, and a little toy house, and a young mouse, and a comb and a brush, and a quiet old lady who was whispering, "Hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon."
Sheridan, part of Marriott Bonvoy.
Halftime is in the books. Second half, just moments away from tipping off here at the LeBourne Earls Coliseum. 20 more minutes to decide a champion. Jared Jones, my good friend, and just found out as a fellow Coke Zero aficionado, Nathan Martin.
None better than Coke Zero.
That might have been the most true thing you have said in 2 days of broadcasting. LSUS will take opening possession. With it as McDonald kicks to Austin, who had 4 threes. I believe he had 4 threes, if my memory serves me right, in the semifinal matchup against A&M Texarkana. That dominating. Wait in the turnaround. Count it. Kyle Wallace. Tough finish.
Caleb Bouncy's picked up his 3rd personal. He had 4 yesterday. You hate to see him get in, if you're an LSUA fan, get into foul trouble. Good defender. He doesn't take many outside shots, but good all-around player other than that.
I mean, Bouncy and the Wallace just beating and banging all game long as the free throw falls and the lead grows to 10.
First time in double digits for the lead.
Even after the N1, Coach Kyle Blankenship, if Lo Browder, Xavier Women's comes out a short leash, then Kyle Blankenship has a rubber band.
I noticed Trahan started the second half in place of Austin, who has 3 personals.
The shot no good. However, it is a foul that's called. This one against the previously aforementioned Austin.
That's interesting.
As Nico Jones will check in for him. That foul call on the floor. They throw it up high to DeQueer. DeQueer up and under. Got jammed up by Wallace, who got 2 palms on it. As possession will stay with LSU Alexandria. One thing to know, what Kyle Blankenship just did is something that no other coach has done. Looked at where he was on the court and stepped back, and it was designated coach's
I've never
box.
seen that before.
And an offensive foul is called, as Nico Jones, the freshman, might have sold it a little. Let's take a second look. No, I don't think he had to sell that. The extension of the arm.
Very rare for E.J. McQuillan to make that kind of mistake.
McQuillan, we're still waiting on him to hit that second gear, although he has hit a cornucopious amount of shots that should not be legal. And Wallace with a 2-hand slam off the lob. My goodness. That almost brought the rim down. Wallace, arguably the best high flyer in the conference. DeQueer rises, and he crashes to the 94-foot deck and draws the foul.
Fouls on Wallace, his 3rd.
Speaking of Wallace, taking another look at that lob. Nice dish. And rising up and slamming it down.
Textbook, baby.
I'm telling you, there's nothing better in basketball than the 2-hand slam. I will take that to my grave.
Only the 14th time I've heard that in the last 2 days.
I'm telling you, I'm going to keep saying it. Love a nice 2-hand
Well,
punch.
when you're right, you're right. So what can I say?
DeQueer knocks down the first shot, brings it to 11. Big shot here, and he knocks it down. And you know Jordan better than almost anybody here. Do you think that it's a little bit personal for him playing his former school for a conference championship?
There's pride on the line here as well. Felt like he didn't get the playing time, came down to Alexandria where he's been a perennial starter. Blankenship loses the ball, but picks it up somehow.
Brittingham rolls through, and a blocking foul is called. He's had a quick word with Brittingham, asking if he was okay. He said, yeah, it was just a bit swollen. You had a perfect comment to back that. He's got to keep moving, and he has.
Yeah, so he definitely, if he stays down, that's probably why he's played the whole time. He played the entire first half. Never sat down.
Just for his own sake.
Fouls on Bryce Jornay. His
and another
3rd.
2-hand slam off of the lob.
Why they got to do it when I'm looking down writing?
Kai Wallace is not human. My goodness, and it's stolen away by Jones. Looking for Wallace, it's Brittingham. Brittingham up and under. The finish of the 2-hand slam off of the putback. 3 highlight plays in a row. My my word! And a timeout gets called by Demario Jackson. Kai Wallace he's not human. He can't be human.
He looked like a robot coming off. He's so stoked, full of adrenaline, chest bumping everybody. That is extra human play. And why is it the same guy 3 times in a row? Because he just knows where to be at the right time. Golly. Well,
Pastor, that's not of the Lord. That is unholy. That can't be. That is against God and man.
That was extraterrestrial. And it gives Shreveport their largest lead of the contest at 14. Alexandria has got to figure out, how on earth. That's a 19-2 run for Shreveport. I'll tell you what's hard about the little trends up in the right-hand corner. It always cuts off the last letter. It only gives you 3 letters, so it's LSU. You don't know if it's
LSU and LSU.
And they're both in purple. Neither one of them in gold, so.
And while we have you, let's take a look at the dunk that you missed. Out of that baseline, out of bounds.
That's crazy. That's
come on.
Like we weren't expecting it.
What do you do? What do you do?
Don't give him free access to the lane, to the bucket for sure. My goodness.
I'm in utter
You
disbelief.
look like that meme that I see all the time. They're like, on the sideline, Joe Rogan meme. That's what you were doing right there. You were doing the Joe Rogan thing. They can't see us. There's no camera on us, but you were doing the Joe Rogan.
I know exactly what meme you're talking about, my friend. Up and under, acrobatic finish, and Wallace coming down with it, gives it to McDonald.
I think he wanted to slam it over there.
McDonald, bang! Oh my goodness! What is wrong with this team? What is wrong with them? Are they okay?
I don't know how he missed that one. That was a huge. Oh, but there's an answer for you back the other way. E.J. McQuillan, did he just get lit up?
Hopefully so, because they need him. That long 2, finally putting an end to the dry spell. I just saw Hayden Brittingham try to kill a man.
He did.
That is attempted manslaughter.
That ball almost hit the scoreboard in the ceiling. It bounced off the rim. Oh, they do it for it again.
They're trying to get it to Wallace.
So they're saying T.J. James a foul?
Looks like it. Let's take a look. We see the post up, trying to get it to Wallace, and Owen might have been. So we rewind and see. As the officials discussing something. We'll look one more time. And yep, we see the contact there as Wallace was on the way up.
Yeah, it says T.J. James with the foul.
As James picks up the foul, of 3. That's good. McDonald, his second 3 of the night. And now Shreveport starting to feel it. LSU trying to recover. DeClear, what a finish! Jordan DeClear says enough is enough. Foul is going to be called on AJ.
That's so soft. If you're going to get a foul, get one on the floor. Hey.
Trying to pull up some old stats I've got.
You got a little archive over there.
Well, I've kept a lot of the numbers through the years. And not through the years, through the season, I should say.
No, you gave yourself away. I know you have a folder or a shoebox at home with all your old stuff in it.
True that.
See, I'm telling you.
I am a hoarder.
A broadcast hoarder. I think we all are to a certain degree. As DeClear knocks down the N1 free throw. 51-40. As Johnson swings to the outside to Jones. To Brittingham down low, looking for Jones. It hits him on the back of the head. However, still able to catch it. Head fake, turnaround jumper. Tough shot for AJ. That won't go. Strong rebound by McCraney. Now McQuillan, McCraney fires from Mansfield. That won't go. Rebound Brittingham. Noah on the run, slows down, soft double team, and retreating is Johnson. Great down screen from Wallace, looking for the lob. Great job by LSUA to be help side. Brittingham, baby hook, that won't go. Rebound is corralled by McCarthy. Well, it seems like they tried to stop the Brittingham post-up game that's been so important for this LSUS offense. DeQueer to James. James, and a blocking foul is called, so it'll count.
Is that Brittingham? Yeah.
I believe so, and that's a big basket. As Brittingham tried to take the pass and crash. As Brittingham with the official pleading his case. So it'll be one shot coming up for TJ James. The junior with a massive play to try to snatch back momentum. Very timely basket. And he converts the and one with a successful free throw. Here's AJ after giving up the and one moments ago. Gets his dribble killed. Got it poked away, trying to get it to Brittingham. It slides out of bounds, and it's going to be Shreveport ball. One thing to note, foul counts. Austin for LSUS has 4. AJ and Wallace with 3. Brittingham with 2. Really nothing too concerning. Only 2 players with 2 fouls for LSUA. Journay, who's been on the bench for a hot minute, as well as Pouncey. And then McCarthy and Ferret with 2. Brittingham pulls it from the elbow. Can't get the shooter's roll. Ball gets tipped. Loose ball foul is called on the rebound. And that one's against McDonald. That'll be McDonald's second, so add him to the list.
I saw Brittingham. It's like he feels personally wants to avenge the call on the other side. And that's what you see in leadership a lot of times. They'll take it themselves, take it on their
chin.
The game, and try to take the game on their own shoulders.
McDonald to Jones, and Beelzebub's corner finally strikes. And it's on the freshman Nico Jones. Had that heel out of bounds.
Right in front of the home bench.
So
Can LSUA capitalize?
They have to. And it's going to be led by DeQueer, who missed that pull-up jumper. You can see in his reaction as he trots back, he thought he made it. That's a shot he's hit all year long. McDonald takes the Brittingham screen. The runner, it's good. Nice floater from 7. As we approach 14.5 minutes in the second half of play in this championship matchup. It has been an absolute blast, a game of the year contender. James, and a loose ball foul is called on Jones. With that, Jones gets his first. And it's going to be a full timeout. Won't take it with him. Second half. And it's only a 10-point deficit. Back after this, 53-43, Shreveport still on top.
Oh, I miss you too, bud. You ready to read? Okay. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs, and 2 little kittens, and a pair of mittens, and a little toy house, and a young mouse, and a comb, and a brush, and a bowl full of mush, and a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, bears. Good night, clocks. Good night, socks. Good night, little house. And good night, mouse. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. Good night, quiet old lady who was whispering, hush.
Sheridan, part of Marriott Bonvoy.
After the timeout, 14:25 left to go in the first, well, the second half of play, that is. It's felt like we played an eternity. And we take another look at that Wallace alley-oop jam. And what do you, again, I mentioned once more, what do you even do as a defender? Jared Jones, Nathan Martin, happy to have you here. There's a 3-ball shot by McCraney, who's been hot pretty much all day long, as Jones. Jones, jab steps, tries to dump it off to Wallace. They're going to be right in front of us here. Spill time is Brenningham with it. Brenningham comes up with it, gives it far side to McDonald. McDonald fires at 3. Won't go wide. And a loose ball foul again, this time called on LSU Shreveport.
Pushing the back and going down.
Foul is going to be called against Wallace, and that's a big one. That's his 4th. So now Wallace and Austin both with 4, and Johnson will check back in. That is a huge foul call. And more importantly, not only will that be the 4th on him, that's the final foul to give. And we'll put LSUA in the penalty the rest of the way. So that's 14 minutes with at least 1 free throw the rest of the way.
It's a lot of time to give three shots.
And not to mention 3 more and they'll get 2.
Where are you going?
Well, how prominent their straight line drives and attack from their guards and forwards have been, you have to think they're only biding their time to get that illustrious 10th foul and get those guaranteed 2 shots.
Well, LSUA works those free throws all season, off season. Kids get up early and go practice by themselves. They believe in winning from the free throw line. And as soon as I say that, he missed the second one. Sorry about that, TJ.
We got to practice the announcer jinx too, both of us. 13-50. And rolling. Well, LSUS's Energizer Bunny have a player out on the floor for foul trouble. E.J. McQuillan will pick up the foul. Thankfully, that's only his 2nd.
He's so calm. You notice that? He doesn't really get... all season long, I've never really seen him become that emotional catalyst.
We've seen him make some big shots, and he's just stone-faced.
Yeah. Kawhi
Leonard-esque. They flash to Brenningham. Brenningham double team. He's got to get rid of it, and he does. Finds McDonald. McDonald steps back. AJ, great crossover. Looking. Has Johnson. Gets the head fake on the rise, and almost a poster again.
Courtney McCarthy gets his 3rd personal.
My word. What has gotten into this team? The head fake and the drive and almost putting him in on a poster.
Dunk fever. Wow.
First free throw is good. And we'll take one more look. Why not? We see him on the head fake. Oh, man. Second free throw is good. So a perfect trip for JJ. And a loose ball foul again. And that one's on Johnson, on AJ. And that's 4 on him.
Johnson exchanging words with Blankenship. I think he's frustrated about the calling.
He's trying to tell Coach Blankenship to try to defend himself.
Talk to the ref.
Well, the referee's already instructed Coach Blankenship moments ago not to have some of his players speak to the officials. And we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Coach Blank warned the team after the opening tip. The referees are going to be tight. They're not going to take much either. As the free throw was missed on the front half of the 1-and-1. Now, this is the way LSU with Alexandria, one of the many ways, but arguably the biggest, they get into this game. They got to take advantage of free throws while they got them. One more foul to give until the double bonus for LSUS. Brenningham down low. They immediately jam him with the double team. That won't go. Strong rebound by James, who hands it to DeQueer. DeQueer screaming up the sideline, met by the freshman Nico Jones. McQuillan head fakes, has got McDonald on him, who's being given his left. Crosses back over after rejecting the screen. Side step for 3. That's good. That's a tough shot. One of the best shot makers in the conference. It's got to be EJ. If anyone's going to get it done, it's going to be the man that dons the one across his chest.
Only player for Alexandria in double digits. Wallace and McDonald in double digits for Shreveport. Wallace with 20.
Step back, McDonald to respond. Not going to fall. James, another strong rebound, and a reach foul is going to be called on Brenningham.
Uh-oh.
That's Brenningham's 3rd. We take another look at the tie-up. It was after the shot.
Wasn't a screen. He had to step back on you.
I'm just going to look at you and see what you think.
I tell you what I'm a little shocked at is the way the players are talking to Coach Blankenship. I'm hearing a lot of yap from his own players back to him. So you're up big, but you're letting that frustration happen. That's a little disconcerting. Of course, LSU's got to make those front end of the 1-and-1.
Yeah, they're seeming
That's
like they're
twice in a row.
getting. It's like they're getting bailed out by LSU's inability to make free throws. But the thing is, you keep poking the bear. Eventually, you're going to get bit.
Well, that's the 9th team foul. So
that's the last one to give. Next foul. And things might start to get concerning as Austin jabs. Has only taken 1 3. As Austin turns the corner. Looking for James down low. 2 seconds, 1 second. Runner at the horn. Out the window! My goodness!
On earth?
McDonald, how in the world did he make that shot?
This ball left his hands with 1 second. And amazing.
That's just the top of shooting game. Oh my goodness, TJ James just tried to kill a man himself. As the pilots will go the other way, Austin slows things down. What is wrong with both of these teams? Are we missing something?
Well, there's a lot of animosity. You know that. There's a lot of pride on the line.
Pride doesn't make you do this, though. This is beyond pride.
How many years, though, has the championship been rotated between these two teams?
Step back three and McDonald. Heat check off of the window. The bank is closed at 6 o'clock on a Sunday. Into the corner. Around the horn of McQuillan. Now Kerry Haynes, who just checked back in moments ago, as Tequire drives, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Johnson. That'll be his second.
Would you say the referees are wanting to take control?
I don't know, because at the end of the day, I feel like they've established early that their leash is, that they're going to keep things close. They're going to call it tight.
Yeah, sometimes you'll see them letting them play, but today it feels like they're keeping a leash on everybody. Stoppage just means we're going to be here a little bit longer.
You just had to say it, Daniel.
Sorry about that.
You're just stating the obvious.
Take 2 shots, Bubba.
It's on the line. The Bubba taking those 2 shots being Jordan Tequire. Tequire so far today, perfect 5 for 5 from the line. Ooh,
I started to say, did you try to jinx him? I wasn't saying nothing. I was like, what on earth are you doing?
I hold my breath. Oh, boy.
These little superstitions we announcers have are so crazy sometimes.
They're something, aren't they? I bet half of the folks at home are just thinking, just shut up, call the game. See, I didn't say anything and he missed. Now
well,
what?
Because you already said it, so, you know.
Oh, so it carries over now?
It was in the entirety of the play.
So it counts
he
for both.
He remained perfect at 6 and 6. He didn't say that.
So we're now counting it across both free throws on the respective set. As Tequire gets rejected by Johnson and set the other way, Austin comes up with it at the bottom of the pile. And McDonald holding that right arm momentarily. They try to get to Brittingham, but he gets double teamed. Great job on the other end by Jornay, who is also in his own foul trouble. Catches, he fires. Rainbow shot. That won't go. Gets his own rebound. Around the horn to McQuillan, and it's swatted away by Jones. McQuillan catches it back into the corner. Tequire will quick a 3. That won't go either. Brittingham gets called for the foul. That's Brittingham's 4th.
How many times have you seen the number 1 team with 4 players with 4 personal fouls on the floor playing?
That's a big 4th. And checking in for the first time is going to be Solomon Ray, the 16 junior forward. Spent some time at Grambling State out of Atlanta, Georgia. His last outing was in the quarterfinal against A&M San Antonio, where he mustered 5 points. And guess what? That's 10. 2 shots for the last 10 and a half. First free throw. Getting the shooters rolling, falling for James. As Ray checks in exchange for Brittingham. Man, oh man. As now McCraney will also check back in for Tequire. A pretty good 3-point shooter now in exchange for a really good 3-point shooter. McCraney's been great from downtown today.
Austin now, after all these subs, the only player with 4 out there on the floor. As Johnson, Wallace, and Brittingham are all sitting on the bench. I mean, with 10:25 to go, you just can't afford.
And all those guys are so valuable.
Think about this, Brittingham with that ankle, him sitting there, and it's swelling on him, and he's not moving it. Does that affect him?
It just might. The trip gets split. 49-58 with a sub coming.
Huge rebound by Solomon Roy, that 6'10" junior.
That's a big dude.
Big.
And an even bigger afro. That's awesome.
You can see him. He's distinctive.
Oh, yeah. You can't get away with much. As a great blitz by Haynes. Haynes break away, and the lay-in is good. All righty, it's a 7-point game. Fair to say the Generals are back in it. 9:48 and counting. Shreveport reeling. As the largest lead they once had, 14 points, has been almost evaporated. It's already at half. Ball goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Journay. An immediate timeout will be taken. And we'll keep it here. We see Coach DeMario Jackson with a rare smile, or I guess you can say a smirk. I don't even want to call it a full smile, but that's something for a guy like that.
Yeah, I get to interview him every single game. After the game, he comes over and does a little post-game interview, and he is all business all the time. And every time I ask him a question about tournament or down the road, he's like, we're playing the next game. We're focused on the next game. We want to be 1-0 the next game.
There it is.
And he's so business-like on everything. It has been my personal challenge to try to get him to smile. I finally got him to smile the last home game that I did, because I talked about the tournament. He's like, well, no, we have one more game before. I said, yeah, but I won't be there. So my next game with you is the tournament. He's like, oh, okay, well, I'll let you get away with that one. And he grinned at me. So
okay, there we
so
go.
I got a grin from him.
We need to make you a plaque or a banner for that.
I got a smile from him. Demo. So, interesting. I look at these 4 personal fouls, 4 starters with 4 personal fouls. That means you're running a lot of bench players here. Does that let Alexandria inch back into it a little bit? Of course, you expect Shreveport's going to have a deep bench, but Alexandria also deep bench. We'll see what happens.
You got to see it as a win-win for everybody. LSU Alexandria gets to not only use their starters, who are nowhere near as deep of foul trouble as the Pilots are, but if you're the Pilots, this is a fantastic opportunity to get your bench guys some pretty valuable playing time against that LSU A team who's going to be playing or try to play some of the most inspired basketball all season long.
Nothing to lose at this point. They're going to lay it on the line. NAIA tournament already in. Like you say, it's a great opportunity for Shreveport to get some experience for the guys that don't always. Look at there, Kyle.
High jump pass is caught stolen away by Haynes. Once again, Haynes playing the passing lanes perfectly. Slowing things down. Gets the screen from Pouncey. Kick to the corner. McQuillan, another 3. Won't go. Rebound, Austin. If he hustles, he has numbers. Austin drives. Takes caution to the win of the foul. Hanging in midair. And a tough finish. It'll head to the line.
And I think that's going to be, they're saying to Queer.
I don't think Queer's on the floor, is he?
Well, I thought he held up 23, but no, that's
T.J. James, who gets called for the foul.
Okay.
So you take another look at just the amazing finish from Austin. Almost like he had no business. And he still finished. Can't get the N1 free throw, but Solomon Ray does on the offensive board and will head to the line to shoot 2. Coach Blankenship discussing the score. I've got 60. Our stats have 60.
Yeah, the scoreboard shows 58, but our number's showing 60, so we'll double check that as they're going to send Ray to the line to shoot.
As Ray gets his free throw stopped. And the 60 is now up. Ray that's a lanky dude.
Yeah, it is so tall. 6'10", is that what I said a while ago?
Yeah, he's 6'10". He's built like a breadstick. You know the Olive Garden you keep talking about? Yeah, you can find him there with your salad before you get your capellini or whatever you want to order.
Played over at Grambling before he transferred to Shreveport, right down the I-20 corridor.
As Ray getting his first bit of burn since the quarterfinal. against A&M San Antonio. Second shot, no good. A very, very valuable trip, empty for the Pilots.
Got 12.
We're knocking on the door in 9 minutes
Switch.
left in this tournament. Haynes, skip pass, cross court to McCarthy. Through the contact, and it's good for 2.
It looked like slicing and dicing. He had one of those fancy jumbo kitchen cutters that you use.
You got any of those?
I do. I have 2. I like them so much. 2 different kinds. I love to cook.
One serrated and one not serrated.
They both do a little bit of everything, just slightly differently.
That foul is on Haynes. No, that's not on Haynes. That's a loose ball foul on the slash cut on McCarthy. And that's McCarthy's 4th. So now McCarthy and Pouncey both in purple uniforms with 4 fouls, and it looks like it'll be Jornay will check in. He has 3 fouls of his own too, so he's got to be careful too.
Yeah, so in this contest, we talked about how physical it's gotten. Now 2 players for LSU into foul territory, 4 for Shreveport.
Well, since you want to, as the first half of the 1-and-1 is knocked down by JJ, you want to bring up how long this could be. Only 1 more foul by the Generals, and both teams will be in the double bonus for 8 minutes.
Deep sigh for those who need closed captions. Do you watch TV with closed captions?
No, but my girlfriend does.
Yeah, my wife and I love it. We're old, so we like it.
Well, my girlfriend is definitely young, and she uses closed captions. I don't know if it's a personal preference. I'm going to have to ask her. I don't know. Foul is going to be called against Solomon Ray. So once again, guess where we're going, Nathan?
To the line.
We're into the line,
to
baby.
Shoot how many? 2. Dos. Duel.
Dora the Explorer, eat your heart out.
In honor of Leton.
Leton.
Duel. I don't want to say shots.
I forgot how. My brain is fried. First shot.
Oh.
No good from James.
Gotta make those. Gotta make those.
As now, Dran will be checking in exchange for Ray.
Ray strolling his way to the sideline. A lot of complaining over here about the refereeing from the Shreveport bench.
I wish we had our mics on both sides. I would love to hear what everybody's saying about the way this game is.
James missed both of them, man. If you're Alexandria, those are things you just cannot let happen.
Got to knock those free throws down, especially with this game now about to slow down. Everyone's getting more tense. Everyone is going to try to be more calculated, especially with the foul counts just getting larger and larger.
That's a few extra steps there.
There it is. And Jones knocks down the free throw.
Before the shot, they say.
And, of course, no continuation.
Kyrie Haynes got called for his first personal. But since we're all in the doubles, doesn't matter whether he was shooting or not. The only thing is it won't be a three-point play.
No. So if you're LSUA, you can have a nice sigh of relief there. On the line, the freshman, Nico Jones, off the bench, 22 minutes. First free throw, hard off of the front iron, no good. He was hit a 3, 1 for 4 from the field. Also tagged with 4 boards, a block, and an assist. Second free throw off the exact same way. Coach Gal Blankenship slamming the table next to us in absolute disgust as we hit 8 minutes. This feels like a championship game.
It definitely does.
As Haynes takes the ball screen, steps back. He's got Trahan on him. Shake and bake, turnaround jumper. Tough shot, won't go. Trahan with a strong board, who hands it to Austin. Substitution pending. Going to be McCraney, who'll be looking to check in momentarily. McCraney, notably, not a single foul to his name. It's Jones, long crossover. Haynes on him. Dump pass. It's to McDonald. McDonald, wrap layup, and it's good. Tough shot behind the bucket. And he still finds a way to make it fall.
His head was on the backside of the backboard, and he still scooped that ball up and in and around T.J. James. Incredible play.
Laying all on Larry Bird. 7 minutes to go as Jones takes a step back, falling and turning as McClellan. Shot won't go, and Jones, after on the ground, still pops back up. Johnson wide open and a two-hand slam on the breakaway. And to bring him like that one a ton. That's the most we've seen him move since he got on the bench. And a timeout called by Demario Jackson. We'll keep it here. As LSU Shreveport seeming to get that same momentum they felt earlier in the first. As Nico Jones asking the official about that last call that he didn't get.
7 dunks for the Shreveport Pilots, 1 dunk for LSUA. If this was a dunking contest, the Dunkin' Donuts would be going to the Pilots.
His head is almost at the rim. At the peak of liftoff, his head is almost at the rim.
That's amazing. That's the springs in his heels. I have no idea how they implanted those, but they're working, those bionic springs.
My knees are on fire looking at
Yeah,
this.
it's not the takeoff that's so bad, the landing.
It's the landing.
When you go up that high.
Because you got to think, the man's hanging his legs almost at the top of the backboard when he slams it. So you got to try to figure out a way to put the landing gear down.
Absolutely crazy.
One thing to know, this LSU Shreveport team, such a momentum-based ball club.
They feed off of that emotion.
They do. One thing about them, they may argue like married couples, coaches and players alike, but they still find a way to come together and laugh, and that's just one thing about this team that's allowed them to be so successful. And if you look right now, 49, LSUA, the polar opposite, more composed, more calm. You hardly see any emotion from almost anyone on the roster. And that's really what's made this game so much fun to watch, the contrast in styles, but there's so much similar about them, not just in name and colors alone.
LSUA certainly missing Cashy Nat from last year.
Yeah, I think anybody would miss that guy,
Yeah,
don't you think?
And he's going on to have a great 5th year.
As after the timeout, spinning, open, pump faking, rising, no good for McCarthy. However, loose ball foul is going to be called on Jones. He will side out with McCraney. That's Jones' second. As McCraney will head to the line after fouling his numerical, well, getting fouled by his numerical counterpart. McCraney, bend of the knee and fires. No good. As McCarthy checks out, Pouncey checks back in. Again, with 4 fouls. Also with 4 is McCarthy. Johnson, Wallace, Brinningham, Austin, Nathan Martin, Kyle Blankenship, myself, also with 4 fouls. That's the second free throw is good. Even the concession stand workers have some fouls on them, don't they?
I think so in this contest for sure.
Might as well. Just not to make sure anybody feels left out. Jones, pump fakes, thought about firing off the 3. McDonald will, though. He's been knocking him down all night, and he hasn't stopped it yet. Another 3. My goodness. McDonald from downtown gives him 20. DeQueen respond. Falls dead off of the side of the rim as McDonald comes down with the board. He's 4 for 9 from 3. Open layup off of the steal, and it's good the other way from McCraney. As now letting the time tick away to try to decompose. Tran takes the inbound, gets it to Austin, who swings it to McDonald. McDonald couldn't catch it clean. It's out of bounds. It'll be Alexandria ball.
Right into their bench as the sub comes in. We'll see Courtney McCarthy check in for Pouncey. McCarthy, I've seen him come in and hit some 3s off the bench. Good cold shooter.
They're going to need him.
We do that every day. Every day. 2-hand pass, 2-hand catch. Let's go.
After the inbound, it's McQuillan. And the previous aforementioned McCarthy. McCarthy head fakes, kicks. McCraney for 3. No good. Tran couldn't get a hand on it. However, battling for it, it's a 2-on-2 break. And off of the window, can't get it to go, is McDonald. Johnson turns and a tough lay in for 2.
JJ, great athletic play. Absolutely great play.
And even better touch around the rim to pair with that athleticism. And if that's on Austin, that's no bueno. Instead, it's going to be on McDonald. That gives him 3. So now everybody, every starter in a white jersey has 3 or 4 fouls. And that will send McQuillan to the line.
They've had that 14-point lead for a while. EJ would cut it to 13, but it's been 12-14, 12-14, back to fourth for a little while here.
Got his hand under the wheel. James is the help guy.
Those Blankenship barking orders. In terms of basketball, the man's not wrong.
You wouldn't think he was up by 12 points.
Oh, no, not at all. Not in the slightest. That's called Blankenship for you. Was a heck of a player of his own right. And they got it to Johnson. Johnson looking, heels, almost caressing along the timeline. He gets it to Jones. Jones guarded by his numerical counterpart, McCraney. Austin takes the screen. Pound dribble, and his right-hander gets it to Johnson. Faces up, and a foul is called on the rip-through as James had his hand caught in the cookie jar, and that's his third. Media timeout, possibly the final one of the contest, and we'll take it with him. It's been a while, 70-58. LSUS trying to handle business. However, LSUA, as we've seen, not done just yet. Back after this.
You all tucked in? Okay. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs, and a little toy house, and a young mouse, and a comb and a brush, and a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon.
Sheridan, part of Marriott Bonvoy.
70-58 is our score. With 4 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in this championship game. Jared Jones, Nathan Martin, and a battle of the LSU system schools. And correct me if I'm wrong, there's 4 LSU system schools. There's LSU Maine and Baton Rouge, LSU Eunice, LSU Alexandria, and LSU Shreveport.
That's right.
Look at that.
I don't think LSU Eunice has basketball.
No, they don't.
But Shreveport and Alexandria are obviously storied programs. I think Shreveport, over 10,000 students. Alexandria, over 7,000, the fastest growing university in the state of Louisiana. Anywhere from 10 to 20% growth in the per year, each of the last 3 years. Oh, goodness.
Can you imagine all the cafeteria food they have to make for all those kids? Good night. First free throw from Johnson as he leans, gets it to fall through.
His personal body language willed that ball through the cylinder.
He did not think he was making that shot, did he? Now Johnson with the Adrian Dantley style free throw routine. Knocks down the second. So an important free throw trip. Converted by the Pilots. Downhill, it's McClellan. The dump off to James. Too much on it as Strahan comes up with the steal. We could have possibly seen a dunk from James. He could have got in on the dunk party.
He can do it.
He sure can.
Hey, let's go, Ram. At 10.
It's McDonald. Closely guarded. Now they're recently checking in Jace Tolliver, excuse me. First time we've seen him today.
That's right.
As Johnson rises through and a blocking foul is called.
Jordan DeQueer, perhaps. Yep.
We'll take another look. Don't even see it.
Okay.
All righty. Johnson will head to the line again. And I will refrain.
Well, he looks like a big fella who might not make very many, but he just looked like he don't miss in real life.
See, you tried to test him. You tried to test him.
I don't know what it is. What's the stigma that big guys can't shoot free throws?
Shaq. It's all Shaq's fault. It is all Shaq's fault. Second shot is good. I mean, even, to be fair, even before that, there were guys like Mark Landsberger used to play for the Lakers in the Showtime era who couldn't make a free throw to save his life.
Yeah.
But Shaq made it popular because his form was so wonky. Speaking of wonky form, that sure was it from E.J. McClellan. Knocks it down from 10. So there it is again, that 14-point threshold.
The only player in double digits, E.J. McClellan for LSU Alexandria.
And trying to get a steal. Got a hand on it was McCarthy, but wasn't able to keep it. Is he related to Mike McCarthy? Eddie?
If they are, I don't know. I hadn't seen that genealogical record.
A loose ball foul on DeQueer as Jones tried to wrap around that down screen, and DeQueer caught him with the jersey. Thought he could get away with it. So it'll be Nico Jones away to the charity stripe.
Another stoppage in play brought to you by Foul USA.
Oh, my word. I'd like to be deported. First free throw from Jones is good.
Well, 22 fouls committed by LSUA, 25 by Shreveport.
How many do we have? We have to have a couple, right?
Well,
After 2 days, we have
I snorted twice yesterday.
Yeah, you got 2 fouls.
But I didn't snort today, did I?
No.
All right.
Thank you.
New game, fresh start. EJ, left hand, puts it up, goes to the floor, draws the foul. If you want me to, I'll plan one.
I don't think so.
Anyway.
I appreciate the sentiment of the desire, but I think we're okay without a snort.
JJ picks up his third personal.
So that's AJ with 4, Wallace with 4, McDonald with 3, Bradinger with 4, Austin with 4, and JJ with 3, as you just mentioned. The first free throw from McQuillan's good. And after that, I will refrain. Confusion on the subs.
I'm not confused. You're confused.
I feel like Trey might have known he was coming out. Tried to stay in. Every player has tried that at some point.
No doubt. You talking to me?
Well, I know that wasn't me. I didn't foul. I'm not the one coach wants to take out. It's you.
EJ knocks both of those free throws down. 13-point game, 75-62. Full court press.
Big free throws. We're knocked down. McDonald looking for Austin. And the same man on the opposite side of us has had a ball hit him 3 times in the same game.
He needs to move. You're in a dangerous spot, sir.
Oh, that Signano was hit so much he just got sick of it. As the ball goes over us here. I guess the ball hurt us. Is the ball going for us now because we talked about it?
Maybe so.
We apologize, basketball gods. we beseech you. As checking back in is going to be AJ as well as Wallace. He's out there with Johnson. Well, JJ, AJ, Wallace, Austin, and Jones are 5 on the floor. And in the corner, needed a big 3, and they got it as it swirls in.
Bow flush
for Bryce Jordan. Inside of 3.5. If you're going to chop down the tree, you better get the swing of the axe now. 65-75.
Alexandria scoring, but they got to get a stop.
They sure do. Alexandria 5 of their last 6 field goals have gone in. Jones to halt the spurt. Won't go. Rebound to Wallace. Turn around. Didn't even look at the goal and almost made it. Ball goes out of bounds and it'll stay here with Shreveport.
I think that went off the feet of Jace Tolliver.
Looks like it.
They got him a fresh shot clock.
3:01 left to go.
Of 20, I should have said.
AJ to do the honors. They get it down low to Wallace. Looking. They had him. It was deflected. Possibly stopped a dunk. AJ spins, rises. Layup is short, but he'll head to the line. Again.
Jace Tolliver is going to pick up his first personal.
We need to have a free throw limit. Kind of like how your cell phone has limited data. We need to have limits on free throws.
Did you ever, at any time in your life, told your wife or fiance or girlfriend, hey, look, there's only 2 minutes to go. I'll be ready in just a second, knowing that 2 minutes in basketball.
Listen, I will say, and I'll say this on the record, I did tell her that we might have been finished at around 7 o'clock, and it's not looking like it.
Oh, my goodness. Because there's 2:52 left on the clock, but in basketball world for a championship, that can take 30 minutes.
Oh, my word.
But let's won't say that.
As I get the nod, the strong nod of agreement as the free throw is missed. Strong board brought down by the Generals. You're going to get me put in the doghouse.
Sorry about that.
No, you're not. Don't lie to me.
Foul's going to be on McCarthy. That's his 5th.
Yeah, but that's it.
I didn't even see, I guess, in the boxing out on the other side.
So McCarthy's evening over. He'll finish with 9 points on the day. Now the line again is Kyle Wallace, who has given a plethora of highlight moments. Knocks down the first free throw. I feel like as this game continues to drag, we're going to see more and more guys foul out, aren't we?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, boy. I hate when you're right.
Well, when you look at the previous times they played this year, back on December 11th, Shreveport won 98-90. And then back on January 31, it was 89-80. So it's been an 8 or 9 point victory each time for Shreveport. Tonight, the victory or the lead is a little bit larger than that at 12.
And a technical foul is going to get called on Coach Mario Jackson. My goodness.
He has not liked some of the officiating. He's let the officials know that. I guess he said something there that the official didn't appreciate.
First free throw, no good from AJ.
James, go. Get out.
If you're an LSU fan, you got to think. Ball on line.
Yeah, Coach Blankenship brings Johnson in, who has been a little more successful from the line, 90%, 9 of 10.
I don't think I've ever seen someone switch a technical. And the first free and the second free throw was good.
You can switch shooters.
Blankenship saying you can switch. LSUA saying you can't switch.
You can. You actually can. That is in the rules. You can switch technical shooters. That has never happened.
You can switch shooters on
Kyle Blankenship is a basketball
savant,
psychopath. The man is a psycho.
He knows the rules.
And I mean that in the best way possible. Love him to death, but who thinks of that? But the foul is going to be called on Nico Jones. That's his third. I still can't believe I saw a head coach switch shooters mid-technical stint.
Never seen it. So EJ will shoot from the line. And I tell you, there's some uncharacteristic misses for him.
7 for 9 from the charity stripe so far. As checking back in.
He's had a good game, 19 points, Jared, but he's the only player for Alexandria in double digits.
He needs some help in mass. Guess who's back in? As the free throw rolls out.
Goodness.
Hayden Brittingham is back into the contest. As Kyle Blankenship calls the timeout to rally the troops. As I don't know if JJ didn't know what side he was going to or what. So Brittingham's back in at least for now. He's got 4.
He just turned to the assistant coach and said, I got 4. Like, you didn't know you had 4?
Did he really not know that he had 4 fouls his entire time?
He literally asked, do I have 4? He was told, you got 4.
So he didn't know, is what that's the conclusion that I'm.
I guess when you're in the zone, you don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. You let somebody else take care of that for you.
He didn't know.
That's kind of stunning, isn't it? He may have wondered why he was on the bench for so long.
I thought it was for his injury. No, it's because you're 1 foul away from getting out of the game.
Well, he sat out there for a long time, 7 minutes in basketball time, which was about 25 minutes in real time.
I had a chance to go back to my hotel room and make me a thing of coffee. Speaking of hotels, I want to thank the 4 points in Alexandria. That's called Blankenship.
The good news is, for these coaches who don't like the scoring system here, the clock system here, the locker room system here, it won't be in Alexandria next year.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I believe it will be up for an auction, and another bidder will win this opportunity to host the Red River Athletic. Well, I say I believe, I don't know. But it's been a good run for Alexandria to get to host it, but I can understand some of the frustrations. I don't really know what the other facilities, around the conference might have. I would think if you were somewhere in the Tyler area or the Dallas area or the Houston area, you might be able to find some more centrally located, shorter travel for most of the schools.
Well, let's go just overall, just have an honest conversation over facilities. Jarvis Christian, probably not. Louisiana Christian, it's right across the Red River.
Right.
Alexandria, well, no. LSU Shreveport has hosted multiple national tournaments. It's a kickball violation is going to be called on Pouncey. I believe that's on Pouncey. North American not even eligible to make the postseason tournament. North Texas at Dallas, they play at Dallas ISD's facility, and they're pretty uptight about their gym. And they also, well, I take that back. They used to play in a University of Dallas facility, but they play at the current home of Trinity Christian Academy, about 20 minutes south of that gym. That's a smaller high school gym, probably not big enough for this. Our Lady of the Lake is in San Antonio. That's not bad. University of the Southwest, well, for obvious reasons, that's in Ops, New Mexico. I don't think that dog's going to hunt. A&M San Antonio, also not really a central location. A&M Texarkana, decent, maybe. It's a bit farther north. It's arguably, I believe, it's the northernmost school in the conference, isn't it? Yeah. And then Victoria doesn't have basketball. Texas College, well, I don't think so. And Xavier, arguably the nicest, I can confidently say it's the nicest facility in the conference.
But furthest east. Yeah.
But New Orleans, of course, it's an amazing town. It has the tourism, it has the entertainment factor, it has the food, everything that NOLA is known for. It'd be perfect for a tournament.
Eastern city, it'd be like going to Hobbs.
Yeah. Or would you rather go to Hobbs, New Mexico for a week for a tournament or go to New Orleans, Louisiana?
I don't think that was a legitimate question. I really don't.
Hey, worth an ask. You never know. Different strokes for different folks, as they say.
Coming up on the 2-minute warning.
This is a big 2 minutes here.
Reach in foul on Tolliver.
Looks like it might have been, I don't know if it was a frustration foul or not.
He was just swatting away at the ball and not tackled him. You can't do that.
Tackle made by Tolliver on the 37-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10. As it'll be a smiling AJ. He tucks in his jersey that will step up to the charity stripe to shoot 2. As the bench has a laugh at the expense of McDonald. First free throw, good from AJ. Quick sub, Pouncey out, McCraney back in.
Well, Pouncey with 4 personals, McCraney with none.
Keep him out while you can, at least in moments like this. Offense, defense will probably be aplenty.
No problems for AJ knocking both of those down.
80-65, you have to think for LSUA. Time is slowly running out. Step back 3 for McQuillan. They need it, and that's a huge 3.
Cuts the deficit from 15 to 12.
McQuillan's going to have to continue to put the team on his back. Either that or General MacArthur might have to show up in that big tank you have on campus. As Brittingham crashes to the deck and he pops back up.
TJ may get called. Let's see.
I think so. And if it is, and it is on TJ James, that's it. That's his 4th.
Yep. Brittingham gets to go to the free throw line. Only the 2nd time today.
Straight nylon on the first free throw.
So he's 3 of 3 from the line.
This coach called Blankenship still barking orders, and it was something that made free throw. McCraney was almost in a 3-point stance. Going for the rebound to get position. Man, oh man. McQuillan swings. Pull up Tolliver for 3. Arid shot. DeQueer trying to battle for it, but JJ comes down with it. He finds McDonald in relief. Cross court to Austin. Austin seeing the trap. It's here. And it was an inverted
Blankenship. And he goes, timeout if you need it. Well, the referee heard the timeout, so he blew the whistle. And he said, no, I said if you need it. Look, if a referee hears a coach call timeout, you got possession, he's going to blow the whistle.
Probably going to give you the whistle. And get it to McDonald cross court. He's got to hustle. Trap coming. He's got to get rid of it. Bounce pass. And behind his head to Pregame to try to lob it up to JJ. That is indeed on to Queer. That's his 4th. Or is that his 5th?
4th, I believe.
Yep, that's his 4th. So now that leaves to Queer, James, and Pouncey out with 4. Of course, McCarthy fouled out earlier. For LSU Shreveport is Johnson, Wallace, AJ, Wallace, Pregame, and Austin, all with 4 apiece.
Never would have thought Alexandria would have had somebody foul out first, because early you had 4 for Shreveport, and then none of them have fouled in the last, 7 minutes of play?
Man, oh man. And the game is still physical. Well, it seems like some of the lighter fair calls haven't been made since that point.
Good point.
Since everybody...
Well, 3 of them sat on the bench for a while, too. That helped them not get foul troubles.
Yeah, that is true as well. And as the shooter's roll falls through, a perfect trip for Johnson. 1:08 left to go in this championship game. 1 or 2 more empty possessions and it might spell danger. Catch and shoot opportunity by Jornay, no good. As Johnson comes down with it inside of a minute. And with this, only 1 more minute. As McDonald, what?
He was trying to lay it up for a follow-up slam, but it went in.
What? What was that?
McDonald tied with Wallace for the leading score of the game, 22 apiece, but it looked to me like he was laying it up for a trailing slam, and it went in.
What?
Wow.
Oh, my word. This is a game from the Twilight Zone. And someone has to win a championship out of this.
Well, there's 49.7 seconds to go, if my eyeballs are correct, with a 18-point lead.
Well, this game just might be finished by 7.
The largest lead of the contest.
Take a look at some overall stats for you. Starting with the overall totals. LSU rebounds. Alexandria 37, Shreveport with 39. Assists, Shreveport with 15, Alexandria 7. Bench points, 24 for Shreveport, 24 for Alexandria and 26 for Shreveport. We'll get to some more in a quick shake. Solomon Ray comes back in and almost a 2-hand slam, but a follow-up is good for TJ James. With a 14-point game with 42 seconds left. The Trahan has it, looking. He's got Jones. Jones on the floor with Ray. As well as Trahan in the short corner. Pull-up jumper. First shot of the game for Anthony Lewis. Won't fall. And McQuillan laying his met at the rim by Trahan. Did he get a hand on that? I couldn't tell. As Ego Jones has it. Dime seconds. Shot clock turned off. McQuillan blitzes him. As Jones is holding the ball. And a foul is going to be called, I believe, on McQuillan.
The clock kept running, has kept running.
As they're probably going to want to review this to see when the clock will go back to. And for what it's worth, that's McQuillan's 3rd. And they just let the time go down to 1, pretty much go down to the final second.
I think that clock operator wants to go home, too.
I can't blame him. As Jones knocks down the first free throw. Makes it 87-70. As we update our score. Jones free throw, miss it, almost a putback, some opportunity. And that will do it. Back to back in a single day. The LSU Shreveport Pilots continue to win in Alexandria. Our final score, the Pilots 87, the Generals 70. As LSU West takes home both the regular season and tournament crown. One of the top teams in the country is now officially on the road to Kansas City. And for LSU Alexandria, it's fair to say they'll be well and fine-tuned for their own tournament push. We'll take a short timeout. When we come back, we'll have the trophy presentation and more. Back after this on ASN TV. It's all done and dusted. The only thing left to do is to cut down the nets, pack up, and go home. Once again, our final score as LSU Shreveport takes home the tournament crown over their rival LSU Alexandria. It's the Pilots 87, the Generals 70. We've seen a lot of basketball. Myself and Nathan Martin, who have had the pleasure of helping present this tournament here on ASN TV. And it's finally all over. Many closing thoughts, my friend.
Well, it's been a great tournament for the teams that have come in here. I think it's a little bit historic. I don't know how many times both the men and the women from the same school win the tournament championship, as well as the conference championship for the year. I think that's something that LSU Shreveport will certainly be boasting about. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have both teams out there. Chancellor Bob Smith out there on the floor with them. Nice to have LSU Assistant President Wade Roos here in the stadium, in the arena a little bit earlier today. So a historic night and a historic win for Shreveport. Congratulations to them, and good luck in the NAIA coming up ahead. We'll look forward to seeing hopefully them advance as deep as possible and maybe even go all the way to the top.
They sure have the team to do it. Taking a look at some final stats. First, for LSU Alexandria, E.J. McQuillan, a Herculean effort. 22 points, 2 boards, an assist, and 2 steals in almost 40 minutes of play.
Nuts.
And it still wasn't enough. As Hayden Brittingham letting them know as final pleasantries are being had. Running through the stats for LSU Shreveport, the tournament MVP, Hayden Brittingham only limited to 10 points because he had these 2 cats with him, these 3, all with 22 points apiece. Wallace, McDonald, and JJ, all with 22 points.
Pretty impressive that you.
Wow.
And then the tournament player of the game, Brittingham, only had 10, but the leadership he provided, even injured as he was, no doubt he had such a huge game and an impact this the whole season long. Hats off to him. Did what he needed to do at the time they needed to do it. And I really do look forward to seeing what LSUS can do deep into the tournament.
Chances are they may be hosting. It's a pretty good chance. If I had to ballpark it, I'd say a 90% chance they'll be hosting the first and second round a week from today, or a week after this weekend after next, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm tired. You're tired. Everybody's tired. Man, oh man, it has been a long 2 days. So LSU Shreveport women take the women's title, both regular season and tournament. And LSU Shreveport also taking the regular season and tournament men's title too. Man, oh man. Let's enter home, shall we? For Justin Jackson, our camera operator over the weekend. For Matthew Hermans, our executive producer back in our Tyler ASN studios. For LSU Alexandria Athletic Director, Tyler Unsicker. For LSUA SID, Caleb Dunlop. For my good friend Nathan Martin, for joining along on the ride once again here at the Laborde Earls Coliseum in Alexandria, Louisiana. I'm Jared Jones for the final time saying so long. Once again, one last time our final. LSU Shreveport victorious over in-state rival LSU Alexandria, 87-70. Funnily enough, this will be the last broadcast of the ASN broadcast season. We'll be taking the summer off. Football is right on the horizon. For updates on schedules, stats, scores, and more, go to our website, antlersn.com. I'll see you in August in the turf on the press boxes. So long, everybody.